Oh, it's been a bit of a minute since I have done a top 5 iPhone apps video. So I'm not gonna drag out an intro. We're gonna jump right on in to these top 5 apps for your iPhone that I feel is worth a download. Now, all the items in which I'm mentioning will be listed down below in the description box for you. So the very first app I want to talk to you all about is known as Huji, and LexMac Photos is the one that put me on this one, but I really like it because it allows you to pretty much transform your photos to have this automatic cool retro filter that's going to be applied to it, which can make any photo look better without any effort. So within the app, you have the option to choose your front or rear facing camera to capture the picture. You can also turn light effects on or off to add an additional flair to your photos. But I personally like to keep mine on because it just adds a nice element to your pictures. You can also adjust the timer and the quality of the image as well. But once you have your settings the way that you want, you just simply snap the photo, review it, and that's it. So I'm not the best at taking selfies, but it's an app like this that kind of, upgrades my photos, if you will. Take my boring selfies and make them into something a bit more cool. Now, you may have also noticed that there's a timestamp on my picture. If you don't like that feature, then you can turn it off or change it to reflect the actual date instead. Kind of like pictures used to do back in the day, when we were using disposable cameras. The nostalgia. Pause. Y'all, do you remember back in the day when you would be at an event using your disposable camera and you weren't paying attention and you made that sad mistake of taking a photo which happened to be your very last one? So it does the little rewind thing. It makes that loud whirring sound. Oh my God. And it was so loud. But moving on to app number 2, we have Unfold. So this is going to be the perfect app to enhance your Insta stories, especially if you couple it along with Huji, you're solid. So with it, you get the option to choose from 25 free templates. You also get 5 fonts and then different text tools with the option to import photos or videos. To get started, all you have to do is just tap the plus symbol and name your story. And then from there, hit the plus symbol and choose your template. You can double tap the text areas and change them or remove them. And if you tap on the plus symbol within the box, it will let you choose your picture or video in which you want to add. Or you can just browse Unsplash for a picture instead, especially in those cases where you want to publish a quote to your Insta story and you don't quite have that perfect picture to go along with it. And if you want, you can also change the background by selecting the icon in the bottom right. Now, the really neat thing about this is that you can pretty much map out your entire Insta story to get a preview of the way in which it would look on your Instagram profile. So I've seen preview grid apps for your Instagram photos, but I have not seen one for your Insta stories. Okay, hopefully this is a good angle. Sorry to interrupt this video, but I did want to quickly make you all aware that I am currently hosting a giveaway with Andrew Edwards and Wear Testers to give one lucky winner a Nike Watch Series 4. More information about this giveaway can be found down below in the description box. So if the Nike Watch has been on your Christmas list, and even if it hasn't, who can't appreciate free tech? So definitely take a shot at entering, and may the odds forever be in your favor. Do y'all know what movie that is from? Let me know down below in the comments section. It's one of my faves. Moving on to app number 3. We have App in the Air. So if you're one of those that fly a lot, you're gonna want this app because this is like your personal assistant for traveling. It's gonna keep you organized and together by giving you an app that has everything in one spot for you. It provides real-time status updates of your flight, airport tips, air navigation maps, a flight profile with all of your flights logged, upcoming flights and past flights. And it even works offline so that if you have any gate changes or flight updates, they will be delivered via SMS. And it also works with Apple Watch, so it gives you a ton of information in which you might need when you're looking at individual flights, such as the flight duration, your boarding pass, any travel documents, and even the weather, just to name a few things. Now, while you do get a lot for free here, if you unlock the premium subscription, it'll give you access to a feature that I really like, which is the automated check-in option. That way you can be in the best boarding zone possible when it comes to getting on the plane. It can also track your loyalty points and auto import your flights by connecting it to your email account, so you don't even have to manually add these things. And then on top of all of that, you can even share your flight information with your friends and your loved ones. App number 4 is called Done, and this is basically a really simple but nice and clean habit tracker. So the design is really easy to follow. It's not cluttered with a bunch of different options that you don't need. I wanted something like this for myself because I've been trying to work on a few goals that I want to keep track of. So I installed this to better monitor myself, because they say it takes 30 days to, develop or get rid of a habit, something like that. Either way, I'm trying to have streaks all throughout this app. So to get things started, you're going to hit the plus symbol, add your goal, and then answer the questions provided. Now, pro tip, I make sure that I turn on the reminder option because I want it to prompt me to make sure I go in and log whatever I did or didn't do, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna probably forget to do it. But you can tap on an individual goal and see how many days you have been able to meet that goal, with a few other options to explore your metrics. I really love something like this though, because it's like seeing, how many days you've reached your goals is totally different than like thinking about it. And that could be because I'm more of a hands-on visual learner as to why it resonates a little bit more with me, but it's definitely held me accountable and allowed me to feel a sense of accomplishment as I see the days of me reaching my goals continue to pile on and get bigger. App number 5, it's Memorize. And this is going to be, to me, one of the best apps that you can use to learn a different language, because it gives you all these different ways to learn the language in which you want versus trying to memorize the different words of it. There is a difference between memorizing something and actually learning it. So for example, it gives you different ways to learn a word with somewhat trivia methods. It actually kept me engaged and wanting to learn more. And it does all of this in a digestible way by presenting only a few words at a time to learn, so you don't feel overwhelmed, which in turn allows you to process the information that you've just been given versus having a mind cluttered full of information. You can even play games to learn your words, but the one cool thing that I find really fascinating about this is its AR capabilities. So with this feature, you can point your camera at something and it will tell you the word for it, which is especially great if you're in a pinch. I unfortunately cannot speak a second language, but I still find it pretty cool when I meet someone who can. I personally would love to learn Spanish and sign language. I think those would be 2 on my list. But yeah, I'm curious to know though, what is a language that you would want to learn? Let me know down below in the comment section. I think this is gonna be really interesting to hear your responses. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Those are the top 5 apps for iPhone. I will be doing an Android version as well. To stay updated on the progress of that and anything else, you can always follow me on Twitter and or Instagram. That information will be linked down below for you. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.